This is Vincent Price. We are visiting the Museum of Impressionism, Paris, France. Its spacious galleries contain the greatest collection of Impressionist paintings in the world, masterpieces filled with the joy of nature, such as the one we are looking at in Picture 1, Luncheon on the Grass by Manet. Manet was a pioneer in art. He freed painting from the old idea that it had to tell a story or point a moral. When this painting was first exhibited in 1863, it caused a great uproar in conventional art circles. People were startled by Manet's bold, flat patches of color. They had been accustomed to slick brushwork. Also, the figures in the painting were not idealized in formal poses, as was the fashion, but were recognizable models and friends of Manet, caught at a moment of natural relaxation. This was the spirit of Impressionism, a return to the source of all art, nature. It is the painting of an era when artists were inspired by the play of sunlight on ordinary people and objects, the leaves of trees, a picnic basket, a girl's smile. We move to Picture 2. Olympia, another painting by Manet, also caused a scandal, even though the judges at the exhibition hung it so high that people had difficulty seeing it. Manet's model was well known in art circles, and he made no attempt to idealize her. She lies there in lazy comfort as her maid presents her with a bouquet of flowers, and a little black cat at the right arches its back. Manet considered this painting his masterpiece. Notice the beautiful simplicity of the third picture. Manet painted for the pure pleasure it could bring without pointing a moral. The drawing is simple and bold, the figure a strong silhouette against an airy background. This allowed Manet to simplify his colors and apply them in broad strokes of wonderful texture. The grace and charm of the figure have made it a great favorite. In number 4, we come to Monet, who discovered how to make pictures shimmer with the effects of light. He did it by breaking each color into many tints. In the corner of a sun-dappled garden, he has painted a group of women as fresh and dainty as the blossoms. Notice the naturalness of the lighting as sun filters through the leaves and splashes pools of color on the figures. On this summer's day, long ago, the women laughed and loved, and now they are gone. But their moment of warmth and joy has been captured forever in this delightful painting. In our fifth picture, we meet Pissarro. Although desperately poor, he was able to paint pictures as light-hearted as this one. A fine afternoon at winter's end. The sky is clear of clouds, and the soft atmospheric light shines everywhere. Picture 6 introduces us to Berthe Morisot, one of the two women artists important to Impressionism. Notice how the canvas here is boldly divided into strong darks and areas of simplified, filmy color. There is a similar contrast between the firmly painted, intent image of the mother and the child, so delicately brushed in that he seems more like a dream. Our next picture is number 7. Here is the full spirit of Impressionism. Monet wanted to give the impression of the scene. There is no sharp edge anywhere, no exact detail. Light is reflected in the water ripples. The boats and houses dance on the water, and the color of the water is broken up into shifting tones and tints. Monet looked upon the earth as being at the bottom of a sea of atmosphere soaked with light, which changed every hour of the day. The surface of the canvas is alive with the animation of nature itself. In Picture 8, we meet Renoir, who had a gay nature and loved to paint young women, children, flowers, people having a good time. See how Renoir treats the girl as subject to the same effects of shimmering light as the rest of the landscape. And now, please turn the slide card over. Picture 9 is a perfect example of Renoir's joy in painting. The sunlight filters through the leaves and drops speckled color on the clothing, the path. Faces glow with health and pleasure, and Renoir has here fixed an image of the goodness of life as long as this canvas shall last. In number 10, we see another of Renoir's joyous images of a bygone age. Renoir painted this picture of an open-air cafe from life, using the faces of his friends as models. This is the most vital, the most lyrical of his impressionistic canvases of people in outdoor settings. Picture 11 is the work of Degas, master artist of the theater and ballet. He flecked color here and there as he needed it, color flickering in the glare of the footlights and unstable with movement. He chose off-balance postures and loved to catch his subjects in action. His touch was exact and firm, yet no one ever surpassed him in conveying the fragile delicacy of the ballet. In number 12, we meet Sisley, who never knew the joy of success, yet his canvases show none of the hardship, humiliation, and contempt he suffered. This fine snow picture demonstrates how airy and light his work could be. The road goes straight into the distance under a huge sky veiled with snow. The world is buried in a great white silence. Picture 13 brings us to another subject at which Degas excelled. What interested him in horses as in ballet dancers was the restlessness and poise in their movement. In number 14, we see Degas' passion for observation, his taste for ordinary subjects, so typical of the Impressionists. There is no social message here. Degas is interested solely in capturing the momentary impression of something he saw. The next picture, our 15th, was created by Manet when he was an invalid a year before his death. The visitors who came to see him became his models, and they live today through some of the most enchanting studies of femininity ever painted. In picture 16, we meet Cézanne. He combined the vibrant but formless color of the Impressionists with the actual structure of objects. See how clearly he marks the arches of the bridge with their reflections in order to take advantage of their firm geometrical character amid all the shifting color.